Hello everyone and welcome to Simply Made Homestead. Now many of you know that we have the American Bresse chickens and I've been keeping something from you. We have 2 roosters and 6 hens, so we have 2 different breeding pens, and I have put some eggs for the very first time from our chickens into the incubator, and we're going to see how it goes. Now once they started laying, I gave them a couple of months to really get laying, make sure they're fully matured before I collected their eggs, in hopes of having the absolute best results. Now my incubator is a small incubator, it's nothing fancy, and it does okay. I mean, that's really all I can say about it. I can get some eggs hatched, but it's troublesome. I have to use a hygrometer to be able to get an accurate reading or to feel much more secure about my reading. And I have had a much better hatch rate once I have used it. I will put a link to the hygrometer in the discussion box below. And I will also put a link to this little light for candling eggs, because it is excellent. It is daytime. I have the blinds closed to the window, but there's plenty of light in here. I'm not using any kind of artificial light to do this video. You can see it's kind of, different, the lighting, than normal, but you can still, I believe by looking at my camera screen that you can see me just fine. So I have not candled these eggs. I have taken a sneak peek, as in just grabbed some randomly, just a handful of them, and looked at them, and over different times I found one that wasn't fertilized. So today it's time to send them into lockdown. There's only 3 days to hatch. You hatch chicken eggs for 21 days. When there's 3 days left, it's time to move them over into lockdown, which means take them out of the turner, the egg turner, and lay them flat, let them settle, get all situated, and prepare to hatch. You also up the humidity. So we're going to up the humidity to about 60 to 65%. Even up to 65 to 70 you can, depending on your chicken eggs. These aren't very porous eggs like the Americanas have very porous eggs, so you have to be careful about your humidity. You give too much humidity to them, the water gets inside the eggs and they could literally drown. So I feel good about these, so I'm thinking we could probably push it 65, 70. We'll see what mood hits me when I go to add the water. See how it goes. And my egg turner actually broke, so I have had to, and I've only done it twice a day. I have come in here and manually turned the eggs. I was trying to do it more. I just, we can only do so much in a day. So this is the hygrometer here. It shows the temperature and the humidity. And so what I have got to do, we have got to get these carefully, remove these eggs. Oh Lordy, this always makes me nervous. Now this egg turner, or this incubator, holds 42 eggs. So we are going to candle them before we put them back into here. And we want to get them in there as quickly as possible so they can stay warm. I always hear people are like, oh, you don't want them to get cold, room temperature. Well, you know what? I know the mama chicks, they get off there to go to the bathroom and eat. So I think we'll be okay. Can you see that? See the line there? The space? Now, it should be developed more than that. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. I may come back in here. The ones I need to look at again. If they die halfway through, there'll be like a bloodline around the inside of the egg, like right at the edge of that part. They are really, say, this one's the same way. And these are the closest to the heater. But right around that ring right there, now I know it looks red in the camera right there, so I don't know how it looks for you. But that is the chick here. This is their little air cell, their air pocket. And that they stick their little beak up in there, and that's how they breathe. So I'm hoping that all's good. But we see now that one right there. See that egg? You see how you can see right through that thing? And there is only the little yellow here. That is an unfertilized egg. So we're going to keep that one. We're not going to put that one in here. See. Once again. You see that? See, this is an awesome light. It really is. See that, the opening, the glow? You can see that that's a very well developed egg there. Oh, there's another one. It's not fertilized. It looks like a glow light, doesn't it? Yep. And another one. Oh, look, that one tried. That one started and then died. Let me see if I can get it where you can see it. Oh man. It's so clear here. Do you see that dark spots right there? That's the little baby chick's, its face, its eyes and such. There we go. There we go. See it right there? And then it just for whatever reason, it stopped developing. Now there's 3 on that one row. That's a little disturbing. See, that one looks really good. Nice and developed. There's another one. It's not developed. Doggone it. Oh, that one's good to go. Oh, I saw it move. Oh, I want you to see it. Doggone it. I don't know if it's dark enough in here. I wish it was darker. That little stinker, oh my goodness, is moving around in there. That is so cool. I love that. So I'm just going to go through these eggs real quick because we do want to get them warmed back up. And they're all looking exactly the same like I showed you. Now see that one's not as far along. So, which I collected these eggs over 10 days. So, I mean, that's normal. So if they hatch at all, they may be, you know, later to hatch. Sometimes they'll hatch, like your chicks will start, there'll be one early eager beaver. Here's another one, man, is awake and moving around. I should have brought y'all in the closet. If I had a place to put my eggs and all in there, I would have. There's another one. Can you see it down there? You might be able to see it move. Oh, it's so cool. Oh my Lord. I hear baby chirping, y'all. I for real do. That one's no good. I heard a chirp. Once I had a quail start hatching while the turner was still going. It wasn't time to move them over yet. And that little eager beaver, oh look at there, that one's moving. Oh, I wish you could see it. Sometimes I go back and then when I look at the videos, you can actually see more than I think you can by looking at that computer screen, so, or that camera screen. So I hope that's the case right now. So anyway, we do want to increase our flock. And then we also want to offer hatching eggs and baby chicks. We are NPIP certified. So we are a clean farm. Now that one, see, that one didn't make it. You see that darkness right around there? You see how clear it is through there? And then there's a dark line. That one tried. It's called, I believe it's called a bloodline. Can you see it right around there? Yeah, that's not a good sign. one, I don't think that one's good either, but we're going to stick him in there and give him a chance. I really don't. I'll come back to that one. Oh my Lord, y'all, there's a pip. There's a dadgum pip. Look, I'm going to show you fast. Do you see that? You want to bet that's the one that I just heard chirping? Let's let that one settle down right there. You little stinker. See, that one's not nearly, it's more on one side than the other. But I can see it. Do you see the little face right there? Oh my goodness. You can see its little beak. Is that heifer gonna hatch while we're talking? Would that not be cool? That would be so cool. I need to quit talking so loud. I don't want to scare it off. I know I get excited and I start talking loud. Come on, little baby chick. Come on out of there, Sugar Britches. He's probably waiting. We don't want a bunch of roosters. She's probably waiting for me to put some warmth back in here. She's like, girl, it's too cold out there. Need to turn my heater back on. So we're going to get these done in a hurry. Oh Lord, there's another one. Oh, they're just so stinking cute, y'all. Now, when you first start hatching eggs, you can go in there at day 7 or 10. Wait at least 7 days. 7 or 10. And you... Oh, shoot. Fire. I just cracked that dadgum egg. Oh, my word. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, I got another one with a pip. Unless I broke that one too. Oh, Lordy. That's just not good at all. Alright. Let's get this baby some heat. And we need to get some more humidity in there. Okay, so out of 42 eggs... Oh, that's going to hurt my feelings so bad if I do something to hurt those babies. Out of those 42 eggs, we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs that did not produce. They were not fertilized. So that is a pretty good... I wish I had my phone. What's that percentage, y'all? Leave that in the comment section below for me. So we had 9 that didn't... that wasn't fertilized out of 42, so that's not bad. And I do need to put this hygrometer back in here. I want to put it where I can see it, but it's not going to be in the way. I've got to add some more water to the incubator, and the incubator has 2 different compartments. The one that you put it in to start the process, and you need your humidity to be at 45 to 50%. And then once you go into lockdown and you want to increase it to 65 to 70, you put that, add water to the other side of the incubator. It's not how deep the water is, it's the surface of the water. How much covers the surface is what determines the humidity. And another thing, make sure you don't put cold water in there. You don't want hot water. In the summer, if it's warmer, if it's in a warm place, then room temperature water will be fine. But you need to heat it up so it's not hot, but it's not cold and chilly, okay? Alright, now when I add water, I use a turkey baster right here. Now I'm sure different incubators could be different, like how you add water, where you add water, and all like that, so something else may work better. But for me, this is what works. This is the only incubator I've ever had. I so want a bigger one and a nicer one, but we'll just have to wait and see. One thing at a time. It's one thing about building a homestead. There's like so much to buy and so much to do. You just have to prioritize and take one thing at a time, whether we like it or not. Unless you're one of the very fortunate and can afford to do all that stuff. And we just aren't. Now there's no rhyme or reason or how many turkey basters or how many ounces or anything else as far as water goes that goes in there. You just got to add some, and then you come back, you check on it, see where it is, and then you know, if you need to add more. Now sometimes, like down here, I've got my little plugs that I used to have. I've lost, long since lost, and this is a cork at one end that we've got, and then at the other end, I guess I lost my cork because I've literally got a highlighter stuck down there. So, but sometimes if the humidity is too high, you can take like your cork or your humidifier or your highlighter or your little plug that comes in the thing. You can take that out to allow a little more air in, and it will reduce the humidity so you can get into that range where you need to be. There are also these holes on top. Sometimes when I was really fighting to try to get my humidity, typically down here in Florida we don't have that problem, but like in off season like we are now, you know, you can even put cover over that. I'll just put like a little card or a little piece of paper or something over it like that. That helps keep the helps to raise the humidity. Closing up the holes will raise it. Opening them up will help to lower it. All right, y'all. Now I am going to keep a very close eye on these little baby chicks. I'm going to be on here many times a day and night checking on them to see how they're progressing and what's going on. Now, for any of you that don't know, a pip is when they do that one little crack and they crack open the egg. That one little pip, one little break. Now a zip, when they crack the shell, they do a line like a zipper where they can just push on the shell and just push their way right out of there. It's really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to catch a couple doing that, and I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Alright y'all, we have had a lot of baby chicks hatch, and hatch day is actually tomorrow, which for them to start so early like this, that tells me that my incubator was probably a little too warm. But they all look really healthy. I don't know how many eggs we have left. We removed a bunch of shells last night, as you can see right there. And what we did, whenever you open up the incubator, if the chicken has pipped, which means it has a little crack, a little place you can see where they've hit the egg and have cracked it, the air from the outside can get to it and it can literally shrink wrap the chick. It dries out that little membrane inside the eggshell, and so it's really important to keep it humid, not to take the whole lid off. We only kind of opened it from the side, and we stuck a warm washcloth in there that will add extra moisture to the incubator to get those out, just to make room for the other chicks that are trying to hatch. So now it has been 24 hours. And we've got lots of babies in there that are nice and dry. And that's what you're looking for. Once they hatch, you need to wait at least 24 hours before you take them out of the incubator and put them in the brooder. And we have lots in there that are nice and dry and fluffy. We have a few that are still a little wet that we're going to leave. But we're going to get these other babies out of here and get them over into the brooder. And we're going to show you the brooder. It's an awesome brooder. We love it. We have used it for several years now, and it's just wonderful. All right, so let's get started. We'll put my little washcloth in there, and I'm going to grab a couple of baby chicks, and I'm going to close the incubator back down. Now, we already have the heater in here and turned on, so I'm just going to see those little babies. Aren't they adorable? There you go. And we're going to put them right up underneath the edge of the incubator or the heater, so they know that's the warm spot. And I am just going to continue grabbing fluffy babies. And we're going to try to count them as we go. There's 2 more. Y'all help me count. There's 4. And you don't ever want to leave a chick by itself. even though there's some that are pipped in here and that should be start creating that little zipper, that zip on the egg. I mean, it's always nice to have a buddy, you know. Here, sit right there real quick and don't go anywhere. There we go. All right, what is that, 8?
Well, don't the chickens help encourage the others by coming out?
They do, actually. All of their chirping and everything, it really kind of entices the other chicks, and it encourages them to keep pecking. Come on out of there. This one's still a little moist too. We're gonna put her back. Oh, there's one more. All right, y'all are nice and dry. See? Oh, that one still has a little wet on its back, so I'm gonna put you back in there. We really want them nice and dry. All right, now let me look at my humidity, see where I am. I'm at 66%, which that's pretty good right there. Yeah, everybody else has a little, like their feathers, they have little wet spots still on their feathers. But now I want to show you the brooder, and we need to get some food and some nice warm water in there for them. They're so cute. All right, y'all, here is our brooder. We have, I've shown you this in past videos, but it's been quite a while. So you saw the inside with the heater, and then here's the top. Andrew just cut the top out and put this hardware cloth on, and then built a frame around it to attach it to the top lid. Now inside we have, oops, I'm making a mess already. We're just gonna put paper towels down there right now because they're hungry. They're not starving by any means because they have the yolk that's left in the shell. And but we're gonna put their little feeder. Let's see, where are we gonna put it? We're gonna put it right back here because right now they really need water more than anything. So we're gonna put the feeder right there, but I put paper towels down because if you put shavings in here, they'll just try to eat the shavings. They're very young, they're trying to figure everything out, and this is just a really good starter. You can't leave it plain because they need footing. If they have a slippery surface, they'll end up what is called spraddle leg, where both feet will go out. They don't have the stability to be able to create nice strong legs. So you have to have something down there. We'll leave that down there for a few days. It really depends on what you're raising. Like these little chicks, they're the American Bresse. They will grow really fast. So I'll probably only have this down here just maybe, I don't know, depending on when those others are born, just 2, 3, 4 days, and then we'll pull it up and we'll start adding shavings. I always feed my birds the medicated chick starter for, I don't know, the first couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks. We're gonna leave that down there as the medicated chick starter, and then we'll move over to the regular chick starter. Now here's their waterer, and you want to always, 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 when they're brand new little babies, just coming out of the nice warm incubator, put warm water in there, not hot, warm water, and make sure you put stones in the bottom. And the reason is, if a baby chick gets chilled, they can die in a hurry, and they love to climb in the water. So if you put those stones in there, even if they climb in there, they only get their little feet wet and not their whole body. And that'll keep them nice and dry, and it keeps them healthy and happy. And you see they've already found the water. And once a couple of them find it, all of them will be up in there. Now on this kind of incubator, or this heater, it has 2 settings, heater and brooder. The heater is a little warmer And once all the other baby chicks have hatched, I'll put that hygrometer over here because it also has a thermometer on it. And that way I can tell exactly what temperature it is under there, because they need 95 degrees the first week and then 5 degrees less every week after that. But you can too, you can swatch them. If nobody's hanging out under here, then it's too warm. If they stay under there all the time, then you know, they're all cuddled up, that means they're cold, and they might need a little bit more heat. But we love this thing. We broke the leg on one of them, and trying to take them in and out to adjust them.
Yeah, that's why that little piece of wood down there is for.
Yeah, to level it out, because we don't have a bottom piece on one of them, so.
The little chick thinks he's going to balance that.
But look at them. They're so cute. Come here, little one. Come here, little one. Come over here with the rest of the guys. Have some water.
Girls. We want girls.
Girls. All the girls. All right, y'all. That's it. That is how we, oh, look. Went to the bathroom. It's always good when the babies go to the bathroom. It's a healthy sign. So y'all, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask, because we love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And join us in our journey of building a homestead from scratch. So until next time, take care and God bless.